Hello,
Hello, I'm Parkson.
I'm Leona.
Leona, we have big trouble today.
What's that?
We are going to talk about bounce back.
Oh, we are going to talk about positive relationship series, Karma, Resilience, R. And the focus is bounce back. In order for us to have a resilient relationship that will be ups and downs, so it is important that we know how to bounce back.
So resilience, bounce back seems like it's a little bit confusing. Let me use an analogy to explain these two. I would use a shield to explain resilience, and I would use a spring to describe bounce back.
Wow, well said. So what could be some incident that sparkle the needs of bounce back? What are some setbacks at workplace?
So based on our earlier questionnaire, the most popular one is difference in opinion.
So that will be some disagreements.
Yes.
And then the next one will be disappointment from people not meeting your expectation.
Expectation is always an issue. And then the third one is conflict of interest, as sometimes you may represent your own interests or your own team interests without really addressing others' concerns.
And the symptoms of all these relationship setbacks are very similar. To start with, that will be some bad feelings, some bad taste in the mouth when all this happens. And then people will turn their back against each another.
Yeah, ignore each other, be very apathetic.
Or people will say something to attack each another to get their own justice.
And then probably there are people who would go to higher authorities or more convincing people, more influential people, and ask for help.
Or backstabbing.
Yeah, that goes into the extreme.
So all these are the bad things that we don't want to see, or the symptoms of the relationship setback. So what could we do to bounce back?
So I think we get into a very nervous atmosphere. Let's hear a song first, just like a DJ now. Hear that song?
Bounce, 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 bouncing back. Take time out, time to reset. Talk it through, don't get upset.
So if you remember those lyrics, so it's saying, take time out, time to reset, and talk it through. So these are the 3 T's which answer your question. How are we going to handle bounce back in relationships? So can you explain more about take time out?
Time out, it's about be aware that when all those symptoms are happening, that there's some issue with our relationship. There's some setbacks that we cannot continue. So stop it.
Okay, so but just stop for a moment, a very short moment. Yes, we'll come back to this point later. The second one is time to reset. So what to reset? I think it's very difficult for one hand to clap, right? It's not effective. More effective is do like this. So the third thing is really to acknowledge your own accountability.
And once we acknowledge our own accountability, we need to think of what we need to forgive ourselves. Don't beat ourselves up, yet take on the accountability of what caused the setback.
I have actually seen a movie earlier on saying that there is a singer, and then there is also the assistant to the singer. So one night the singer actually insulted the assistant, and the assistant left. So the singer went to the assistant the other day. What the singer said actually is, so last night I have insulted you and I have forgiven myself.
That's a very good step.
Yes.
In order for us to forgive the other person, we need to first forgive ourselves.
That's a very good sign to build a good relationship with yourself first. And then the third step is to forgive others.
With empathy.
Okay. So the third point actually is to talk it through. So after all these, forgiving yourself, forgiving others, you go to that person and then really sit down, use your heart to talk to that person.
And the final tips about applying 3 T's to bounce back is the timing. Don't let it go for too long to take your time out. All this take time out, time to reset, and talk it through gonna happen in a very fast timing. Otherwise, the golden opportunity might lapse and the bounce back will be harder than we think.
There is a big call for action instead of escaping from it or avoiding it. So we have shared some tips today. So if you like this video, send this as a gift to others and share to others. And remember to subscribe our YouTube channel.
See you next time. Thank you.
Bye-bye.